Good morning. Can I say Vietnam? Am I going to get sued? Good morning, Russia. You guys, I'm in a good mood today, okay? I'm in a good mood. Let me text some people this darn link because these people don't know that I'm live. Where's the link? I'm going to be off camera for this one because guess what? I'm in my friggin' bed. But I'm going to get out my bed soon though because I got things to do. I already got out and ate breakfast. How's everybody doing? I want to thank Bessie and Valencia for sending me things in the email. Didn't open them yet, but they seem very interesting. And Lord, why can't I find this video at my page? Why? I'm in Barbara. I'm in the right thing. Go to Barbara. Who's in the room? Say hello. I don't know why I can't find this link. Am I on the right channel? Oh, it's here. It doesn't have a right thumbnail. That's why. Hi, Kathy, darling. How is you? Let me get the shoot, I'm trying to get the link so I could send this to the people I have in my phone. Man, technology is not working with me right now. I can't even open the video to send the link. Oh well, they're gonna have to get the alert like Kathy. People, I tried. I tried. I can't open the video. Okay, there we go. All right, Kathy, give me a minute. I want to send this link to a few people. So I'm in a much better mood. I had 2 good nights of sleep, and I'm definitely in tune with my higher power. What people say, I'm in tune with God. I've been fasting and praying. You know, Kathy, I want to try that rice thing because they say it works, but they say it tastes like coffee, and I can't stand the smell and taste of coffee. And then also, I need to know if it has caffeine because I'm already drinking the kombucha, and kombucha has caffeine, and I'm very sensitive to caffeine. That's why I only drink 2 to 4 ounces of the kombucha a day. I'm highly sensitive to caffeine because I have Meniere's, and so it triggers off my central nervous system. Carla, we send to Carla. I might do a live on camera later, but if I'm too tired, I won't because I need to do something. I always need to be active at the cooking show, or else I'm gonna fall out of the friggin' algorithm. Like I'm in the algorithm anyways, right? Um, Miss Lucky, Miss Lucky. Okay, 27. I'm texting people who I have in my phone. You know, if I don't have a number in my phone, I can't text no. And then Diane, I got Diane number in my phone. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Thank you for having faith with me and lifting me up, because those 2 lives that I did over the past 2 days, I was motivating you guys, but you guys were motivating me more than you know also. Okay, I'm in a strong position right now in my mind. And how do I know this? Because last night when I fell asleep, I didn't have any doubts or any anxiety. And when I woke up this morning, I didn't have any doubts and any anxiety. And I've always believed that I can hear from the Holy Ghost. You know, the reason I don't like dabble in tarot cards is not because I think they're evil, is because I need to know what spirit those card readers are talking to. Who is spirit? Is it the Holy Spirit? Because that's who I would talk to, right? So that's not to tell you that in the future I wouldn't take a few classes on those cards, because it's always interested me. But as a kid growing up in Belize, they don't even want you to play with playing cards. So it's like I need to get over those hangups and just look into it. Even if I don't do it, just look into it, right? But in any case, I went to bed feeling very motivated yesterday, and that's because as much as Joe has been supporting me through the sadness that I was dealing with after Tuesday, right? Like I told you guys that my sister Tracy, God bless her heart, she was the first one to tell me that they cheated, because honestly, I didn't want to be like them. I didn't want, because we lost, I didn't want to say, oh, it was a rigged election. I didn't want to be like them. I just thought his people really came out for him, and we have that much hateful people in this country, and it kind of broke my heart, right? But then when my sister called and said they cheated, and she started to tell me all the different things, because she's very, very sharp with her intuition, right? So I have something to tell you guys. So back when Biden was stepping down to pass the reins to Kamala, my sister called and asked me if the Democrats are forcing Biden to act the way he's acting, because he was acting so feeble in body and feeble in his voice. And I know he stutters. So when people stutter, people already lose patience with stutterers, right? So she says it's almost like they're forcing him to do that because they want to say, oh, see, he's not fit to run, so let's give it to Kamala, right? She asked me that. And she has nothing against Kamala. She liked when Kamala took over. But it just seemed like Biden was just like acting not himself. So then I watch Cash Peters. I love me my Cash Peters. Sometimes he doesn't say what I want to hear, but I still love him, right? He's not a psychic, he's an empath. He doesn't predict outcomes. He just shows you possible likely outcomes. Because everything is based on energy. I saw something yesterday, like a commercial, I think, and it says we were always taught that our spirits are in our bodies, right? And then when you die, the spirit leaves the body and it goes back to God. If you're into believing in God, right? Other people talk the universe, stuff like that. I saw a commercial that blew my mind. It tastes like coffee. Yeah, I can't, girl. I can't. As much as I want to lose weight fast, I can't. If you get on the bus with me when I used to ride the bus and you have coffee in your hand and that thing hit me, it goes right to my belly button and I'm retching and I have to get off the bus. I used to have to get off the bus all the time heading to college and get the next bus because these people would come on the bus with their coffee. So, what the hell was I saying now? I'm gonna lose my train of thought. Um, Cash said, look at Biden giving this speech about elections, fair and this and all kind of bullshit, and he's grinning. And he goes, did you notice Biden is talking normal? He's not stuttering and he's talking strong. And Cash was like, what the hell? So I called Tracy this morning. I said, girl, wake up. Wake up. Remember when you made to tell me that thing? Because I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to take credit for nothing you tell me or nothing you teach me. I'm going to give you all your credit. I always believe in giving people their due. I'm not going to steal that information from Tracy and come back and say, I be feel it. It was me. Nah, she told me that shit. So Cash was like wondering why Biden is saying that before they investigate. Biden has to say that. He has to say that because if not, they'll tip the hands to the idiots that they're being investigated. Did you see where it says there were 222 lawsuits filed over election fraud? Then at a lee bit of shit. They find two boxes of ballots in the street. Somebody had some in a car. Um, what they found, so many votes over here that wasn't counted yet. Those are regular anomalies and shit. That's not what's gonna come out. Hi, Myrna. Myrna, thank you for always checking in on me, darling. I'm good today. I'm strong and I'm good today, and I want to strengthen you guys, okay? This is what I feel in my heart. I told you that I heard a whisper from the Holy Ghost this morning, and I heard the voice say, you know how to know the sound of God for those of you who believe in God? Have you ever heard the voice of God? Have you ever wondered if it's God or if you're just hearing things in your brain? Maybe you're schizo. Have you ever wondered? I've since a little girl, I've wondered this. I remember being a 12-year-old girl sitting on the edge of the bed with my aunt Jenny, and I'm gonna call everybody name because these family members don't talk to me anyhow, so who cares? Her husband was a drunk, and he used to drink when he get off at a job and drive home drunk. Is that the definition of a drunk for when my family come for me, guys? Because the family members are going to go back and say they hide in the bushes and they go back and say, oh, we made a talk about you. And I don't even call nobody name, but this time I'm calling name. He would drive home drunk from work. So to me, that's a drunk. And I would sit on the edge of the bed with Jenny. You know what? They never married yet. They were fiance and fiance. And I would pray with Jenny unceasingly. And I would have the same anxiety that I had this week, the same anxiety that I had when my mom was sick and dying. Just the shaking, the shaking, the shaking. And for the people who want to come in here and laugh, the MAGA Trump supporters, it's not he who laughs first. It's us that's going to laugh at you. Because even if that man take office, oh no one punish more than me. Because I come from Belize and I know how to survive. I know how to make ends meet. I know how to cook food and sell food. God give me abilities and gifts and strengths. So that oh no one punish. I'm healthy. Even if they take away my Obamacare, I'm healthy. No cancer lives in me. No blood pressure, no diabetes, no cholesterol. Girl, usually a Trump supporter, and I'm going to be very, 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 very prejudiced about it. They look a type of way. They're lousy looking. Even if they're skinny, they're unhealthy. So F around and find out. All right. So anyway, but he not going to take office. So I heard plain as day. I'm going to be all over the place with this shit because I didn't write down nothing to stay on course. I heard a voice whisper. Oh, I was asking you guys if you know how to discern the voice of God. God's voice will sound like the last person he used to speak into your life. That's one way. That's only one way. There's a lot of ways. So if Kathy or Myrna was the one that sent me a text or called me on the phone and said XYZ and gave me some advice that worked, that's God. So it'll sound like Kathy's voice one spell, it'll sound like Myrna's voice the next spell. And anybody else, Carla, anybody else will call and give me advice and motivate me. That's the sound of God working through them. Then there's another way you can hear God's voice in the wind. And let me tell you something about the Holy Spirit. He's not a dove, you know. He's a man. He's the third part of the Godhead. He's a man. And he walks with you by your side. Sometimes you go down the hallway and you get a glimpse of a shadow and go, what the hell was that? People always, oh, it's a ghost, it's a demon. It's the Holy Ghost. He showed himself to you. And sometimes you'll hear his voice in the wind in a whisper. And that's what I heard this morning when I woke up. I heard Jamie Raskin. I said, what? Joe, did you talk to me just now? Joe not even in the bed, right? I said, oh, Holy Ghost, what do you, and me not get afraid. I know right away it's the Holy Ghost. I said, what do you want me to know about Jamie Raskin? And then it hit me. Jamie Raskin is a constitutional lawyer. He was on both impeachment committee and all these investigative committee that uncovered all the evil Trump did the first time around. The ones that you think he's going to go scot-free for. He's not going to go scot-free. Remember my sister came on my show the other day and said, God give you 3 tries to make it right? Right? Well, there were already 3 attempts on him. There's no more escape. I got to be very careful what I say. He had his 3 tries.
Are you doing live?
But I'm not on camera.
Okay. I'm trying to brush my teeth.
Yeah, you can brush your teeth. So I believe intuitively, remember this channel is turning into an intuitive channel. I believe intuitively that Jamie Raskin is at the head of the investigation about election fraud. We no longer are the days of these Democrats that roll over and play dead. Hallelujah. No longer. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and for their ilk, it's no longer going to be them in the ruling soon enough. It's going to be Hakeem Jeffries and Jamie Raskin and AOC and all these young ones that really care about our country and care about humans, not just about our country, but about human life. And I promise you, as sure as there's a God in heaven, because I believe in God. You know, I was pissed Tuesday. I said, God, should I even believe in you? I tell you guys the truth. I don't lie, right? Even as there's a God in heaven that sitteth high and looketh low, they are looking into this election. This is how Putin always win his elections. The people go vote for somebody else, they go vote for Navalny, and they click the machine over to Putin. I hear in one of the states when the machines went down, they had to link it up to Starlink. Oh, don't know who owns Starlink. Remember me to call him Leon Musty? I might start to call him Leon Muskrat because I see somebody else call him Muskrat. But I think I like Musty better because he always... Raise your hand. When I say raise your hand, that means give me a 1 if you think that Leon always smell bad. He just look to me like he stink. Like he not bathe all the time. Like he smell musty. You know, you could look upon some people and say, oh, he look like he smell nice. She looked like she always smell good. You know, that man looked like he always stink. Thank you, Berta. And then why when the billionaires then become billionaires, they start to look weird. Look at what the man name for Meta. What he name again? Me name remember the people name. Wait, Zuckerberg. Thank you, Joshua.
Mark.
Mark Zuckerberg. He looked like a freak.
He's a robot.
He's an effing robot, and so is Musty. He's a robot too. So I already have the 5 in my brain. Who did it? Remember at first we said it's Trump, Putin. Well, Trump not do really nothing. Trump just sit down there and make them do it for him. But he was involved in it. Okay, Trump don't know how to do shit. He dumb. Trump, Musty, and Putin. Those were the 3 that I had since the election night. They become eccentric. They become weird. The Holy Ghost give me 2 more names today. Viktor Orban from Hungary and Netanyahu. 5 of them people get together and did this, people. Get this straight. Even the MAGA, they know. The educated MAGAs, they know. That's why they're quiet. That's why I'm asking you, why is it so quiet? You guys ever see somebody win an election so bigly and another cross that they bossy? Even the MAGA that came in my chat yesterday that got blocked from my page only come with, oh, you want some cheese to go with that wine or some bullshit, right? They know to come the way they normally come. People that I see ride for Trump that was in my life, all of a sudden, they, oh, they worry, bitch. No come to me for no food because you know, get on a bread out of desolate places. Another will take Trump's office and his children will beg for bread in the street like vagabonds. You see how he crappy pants all day long? The me let it come up into his bowels like water. You know, that come out of their own Bible, you know. That come out of the Bible. Me know my scriptures. I could speak a word and make it so. And I doubt myself too much, but I'm not going to doubt myself no more. No, 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 people. Be encouraged. Be of good cheer. The Democrats are on this. The lawyers are on this. And I was getting frustrated. Why is it only the light workers that are showing that this thing is fraud? Why Midas Touch not to show it? Why Luke Beasley not to show it? Why, what the next boy with the tree name? Tyler Cohen. Why he not to show it? Why Adam Muckler? These are people I trust and love. Why they not talking about this Roland Martin? Come on. You know why? Because they get one tip from inside. Even MSNBC, I bet you Rachel Maddow get a tip from inside. Telling him, shut on a effing mouth. Something come across my feed yesterday that says Kamala Harris campaign has instructed the campaign workers to not talk to the press. Be encouraged, people. They are digging it up. And I was worried because I said, okay, when they dig it up, are people going to have to go back over and vote again? Are they going to have to bring their receipts in to show that they voted for Kamala, but the thing have Trump on their paper? Is it only the swing states that are going to vote again? Is it all of us? Because California is blue still, right? But we still the we Congress people over here. The House is not completely lost yet. I think they have 12 spots to fill, and California has 19 that they're still counting, and it's 24 total that's still counting. You guys don't give up. Myrna, I give my sister all credit for her intuitive abilities because my mother was born with a call. And I don't know if you guys know what that is. In America, they call it N-call, C-A-U-L. And we in Belize, we call it with a call. So that means a piece of the amniotic sac was left over the baby face. That's my mom's situation. Sometimes a full N-call birth is the baby come out whole in the sac. Because you know the sac break and then the baby come out with the water, right? Sometimes the baby come out whole with the sac. In every culture, that is a blessed child. In Belize culture, we believe that that child can see things. That's what's called clairvoyance, right? Belize they're too much into religion, they don't want to call it that. Oh, he could see things, he could see things, he could see the dead. That's a medium, right? That was our mother. And she never scared us. She was scared of it sometimes, but she never frightened us with it. We embraced it. And I feel like it came down into the female part of her family. I feel like me and my sister get it and my daughter get it. But Our spouses, especially Joanna, I'll talk for my sister's spouse, but my own spouse, when I first got together with Joe, he let me doubt it. And he's like, you always see things. You always think you know where to go and cross there. Then not so that go. Especially if you come to for him people when they do things behind for we back to hurt us. Oh, they're not that and they don't do that. And it always turn out to be so. When I tell you something, if they're not so, that nearly so. They said about Belizean, right? I'm telling you that about me. So I always prop up my sister abilities because I see what she dream and will come true. I see what she speak and will come true. The Bible says you have what you say. That's why they will never get me to call a man 47. I seen a song like card reader chat. Oh, 47. Oh no. No, he is not sworn in. He's not inaugurated. He's just claiming victory early. A lot of the card readers had said before that he was going to claim victory early. Some pundits said he was going to, not even card readers, pundits said he was going to claim victory early. But we thought that it was going to be claim it early tonight and by morning it's going to be Kamala. We never know that how them going in thief. This is how Putin steal all the time to win. This is how Viktor Orban steal all the time to win. This is how Netanyahu steal all the time to win. And now then bring it to Trump door. And you know what the Holy Ghost tell me when they find the election? Because they're not going to bring out their little piddly shit. 2 bucks a thing in the street. Somebody vote never get counted. These are just little things that are adding up to give us hope. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be recordings. It's going to be audio recordings, videotapes, to where you could see them conspiring. And where people are conspiring, you have a conspiracy. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but this is a conspiracy. They all had to get together to have a conversation. Let me tell you something. If you are going to cheat on your spouse, it starts with a conversation all the time. You're not going to go out there to the supermarket and look at see a man. I'm talking on a woman from a woman's point of view. See a man across the way there and someone on end up in a hotel room in a bed. That's not how it happened. You see him on the eyes make contact. There was something unspoken said, and then somebody move over to the person and talk. It always starts with a conversation. I'm telling you. You didn't fetch anything along the way. I'm telling you. There is conversations that are recorded, and it's gonna leak. The press step. I feel like Rachel Maddow is on the case because she's an investigative person, man. She showed you where Trump said, "Vote for me, and you'll never have to vote again." We thought that meant there will never be another election. What it means is that they don't have to go vote because he already had the vote rigged. If any MAGA come to this after the video is over, think for yourself. Come out of the cult. We will embrace you if you come out of the cult. We won't condemn you, but if you stay in the cult, you could die with them. Come out the cult. When people followed Jim Jones, guys, people were looking for something, and a man was charismatic. And then he had to take them out of America to do what he was going to do to them. So he take them to Guyana. A lot of people blame Guyana for it. No, he gone there. Jackie Rosen, whatever that congresswoman name, she was one of them that got shot 5 times in Jamestown, Guyana. Why? Because she and her boss, who was the congressman at the time, she was just, the right-hand person to the congressman. They went down there to look after the Americans to see what the hell was going on with the American citizens over there. And when they get there, that's when the mass thing happened. And the people who didn't drink the Kool-Aid got the pow to the dome. Always go read history. Americans don't like to read history. Oh, then Jim Jones and they drink the Kool-Aid. All them people didn't drink that Kool-Aid. Some of them wised up, but they wise up too late. And they refuse to drink the Kool-Aid and they get a pow to the dome. MAGA, wake up. The educated MAGAs, they already know. Oh my effing God, what the F did we do? We should have left this rasshole man alone, regroup, and come back for fight another day. The uneducated ones, they're still over there drinking the Kool-Aid right now. But when they get the reality that they pick and get off of opium, I'll be honest, I don't have empathy for people who are on drugs. I've tried. I have maybe sympathy for it, Sympathy, you remove yourself from it, right? Empathy is you feel it in your bones. I have empathy for LGBTQIA, the alphabet soup, like they call it. Why? Because I've had too many people in my life that belongs to that community that showed me love and kindness and generosity and dried my tears and opened doors of opportunity for me everywhere me and Joe go. The LGBTQIA person that works for that facility is attracted to me and Joe. They come over sometimes just broken, sometimes vivacious, and we are in it with them. Laugh, high five, joke, lift up their spirit, and they will open that door for us to go in through a back door. That's who I have empathy for. For people who are hooked on drugs, I have sympathy. I'm removed from it. I don't feel the pain because I've never been on drugs and I don't know nobody who has ever been on drugs. So I'm not trying to be a cold-hearted person. And I'm not trying to speak that like a flex because then it could probably happen to me. You understand what I mean? I'm not trying to do it as a flex. I'm just being honest from my heart. This channel is about being honest. So when who made a run? I think Hillary was running the first time, and the people in Wisconsin, all in place, voted for Trump because they said, "My pick the pan opium." This, that, then people bring it in from a third world country, and Trump is going to get them off the drugs. No, he not. That was your job. Hi, Bessie, darling. Thank you for whatever you sent me. I didn't open it yet, but I love you guys. Okay. He was never going to do that. Trump is a narcissist, and he's going to do what he pleasures him. You think if Trump even gets sworn in, Trump is going to run the country? No, Trump going to go golf. You guys go watch Cash Peters. Let me see. I have my phone right here. I want to play one video. You're not going to be able to see it on camera because it's going to be on the phone. So I'm going to play the audio, okay? See, as I open the phone, the thing say, Harris campaign leadership urges staffers not to speak with reporters. You know why, right? They want to spill the beans. Them a go spill the beans. And I can't I don't know why technology not to work with me today, child. Listen to what Cash say. Democrats do in fact win after. Hold on, it gone. Let me rewind it. Democrats do in fact win after recounts or investigations or whatever, or whether Trump does actually get it back into power. I don't think he's going to stay around, actually. I think he is that figurehead who just had to get them to inauguration. And then he would go, and then the other people would take over. Younger minds would take over. See? But once he still sees a path that Kamala, because he doesn't predict. He's an empath, so he gives you all the possible outcomes that the pictures show him in his mind. And he has never seen Trump being the victor in this thing. He's never seen Trump even make it to the end. He doesn't know what happens to Trump. Sometimes he see him walk into a sunlight somewhere, but it's a fake sunlight like a heat lamp. Sometimes he just seen him disappear. So he's not even saying this man's going to be on alive. He's just not going to be around. How in the hell is Trump over there talking to Zelensky of Ukraine with Musty when he's not sworn in yet? We can only have one president at a time. You guys think Joe Biden is feeble? Joe Biden is a patriot. Okay, and you guys better send him that positive mental telepathy thought or write the man. I already write the man. Be careful how to put on the words into that thing because it will go in the presidential records. Don't use words like I am hurt because the AI will pick up hurt as you want to hurt him. And they'll come looking for you at your door. Be careful what you say. Thank him for what he's done. If you really feel that in your heart and say, can I implore you? Don't say I demand. People are saying, they tell them you demand that I implore you. Please save our democracy by doing an investigation because we suspect massive election fraud by outside sources like Elon Musk, Viktor Orban, Bibi Netanyahu, Putin. and Trump. I'm telling you, lot of people write him already. I'm in everybody chat. Anybody YouTube put in my algorithm and I go watch. I'm in everybody chat. Everybody is writing. I write Adam Schiff. I write Governor Newsom. And I'm about to write Nancy Pelosi. And you would say, why are you writing them people in your blue state? Your blue state one. They have proximity to Biden. They could say, look, my people in California, they asked for this. Just don't sit there and wring your hands. The Bible says faith without works is dead. Just don't sit there and wring your hands and just pray. I can't stand when people say, I say, oh, this they hurt me and I need, I'll pray for you. Bitch, do something. Go buy me some ibuprofen if you see I don't have the money to buy none. I'm telling you guys, be encouraged. Be of good cheer. It's not over. On Monday the 11th, 11/11/2024, it's a day of lighting a candle for Kamala. I don't even have a candle in my house right now. I burn all in candle when I used to go live on this channel and sit in front of the fireplace. I have to go buy some. As soon as Dean come and Joe back the truck up in the yard for him, we're going to go to Walmart. We just don't want to leave yet because there's a lot of cars parked here at my house. Jada's friend Justin, his car was in the driveway with Jada's car and my Tahoe. And then Dean's, all of we have SUV. Dean's SUV was on the street in front of the mailbox, enough to that the mail could come. The Mexicans next door, the granny walked the street all effing day, putting up a sign about abortion is illegal, right? But the granddaughter live cross to fornicate with a man. How you like that? You better pray your granddaughter could have the abortion if you don't want it after the man breed, huh? So they like park for their car at the next spot in front of my yard. Now the street is public. I can't tell them no park there. But if they park for more than 72 hours, then gone. Because I'm calling. You know I don't mince no words. I don't do shit in secret. I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. I'm gonna let you know that me call. But then I'll park it more than 3 days, then park there overnight and go work next day, right? So today is the weekend and we want to park there forever. So we put the Tahoe there. Dean truck there behind we. And then Justin and Jada vehicle was in the car, in the driveway. So now that Dean have to back the U-Haul up into the driveway, Joe put Justin car on the street where Dean car was. When Dean come back, if there's no parking across the street, which there should be in front of Anne-Marie, we're going to bring Dean car on the grassy knoll. Hi, Marcella. So I don't think Dean family watch my show, but just to give you a little bit of background without telling too much of Dean business, Dean is the black sheep of the family. And I personally, he said maybe that he don't think that's the reason, but I personally think the reason is because he's the only one that's come out of the closet. I see a few more of Dean family members that are closeted to me. That's my opinion. It hurts my heart that they don't feel like they could come out, but I feel like they're afraid to come out because of how Dean get treated. And Dean is not a flamboyant gay or anything like that. Not that anything wrong with that either, but Dean was brave enough to come out at 18 and his hyper-religious mother threw him into the streets. If I knew Dean then, he would have lived here then because we taking all Jada LGBTQIA friends when they come out of the closet in a high school and their mommy kicked me out, they all stayed here. My coach, that coach out there, we've changed the sponge already because it's always been somebody bed. We just don't report it. I've been in YouTube 13 years and you guys don't know none of that. That's what God put me on this earth to do. To love these children when they come out. Not to put any thoughts or ideas in their head. But when they finally come out and their parents kick them out, this is their safe haven. Even that woman who used to live around the bend, that her son was Jada's friend, and then later on boyfriend for a brief moment, and it ended bad. I have to give her credit that even she used to take in somebody when I couldn't take in somebody. We've never had enough food. I've always felt like we have food insecurity in here. And then God want to tell me to do a cooking show. That them man, he got a weird sense of humor. Always food insecurity. Why you say I'm not doing a lot of cooking shows right now? We have food insecurity. You understand? But God always give us enough food to feed somebody out there. So Dean had already moved out. When he was in the streets, the grandpa went and picked him up and took him in. Lived with them for a while, moved out, was on his own. Moved out, lived with a boyfriend. Moved out to a friend after the boyfriend. Just a friend. And then moved back into Granny 2 years ago to help Granny because grandpa died. And did everything to help Granny. The other cousin, we're not gonna call no name, moved in and helped off and on. The other cousin bought a house. And when Granny said I want to sell the ranch, the other cousin said, you could live with me. The house the other cousin bought has asbestos, so they had to take down walls, floor, everything. And this has been going on 2 months before the sale was going to close. And he procrastinated in fixing the place because he has a soft space to lay his head at his mother's house. The house crowded, so Dean can't go there. He took Dean's first month rent for November and then wouldn't give him the key to gain entry into the place. His mother, Dean auntie, give him her key. He put the bed, just park it, never set it up, and couple boxes of clothes. And after that, the cousin gone on indecent. And Dean was in tears on FaceTime to Jada saying, I don't know where I'm gonna go. And the boy have to work. And he has a dog. A Doberman, no less. Nobody want Doberman because they're known to be a vicious breed. But dogs is how you raise them, right? Jada come to the door crying. I said, dry your tears. I don't want to see people cry when I have a solution. The fuck? I never, that girl that's the prophetess that used to train me, she tell me there are things that we don't even need to pray about. Christians pray too goddamn much. There are things that we don't even need to pray about. If you know that somebody needs help, why are you going to sit down there and pray and you could help them? Help them. I tell Jada, dry your tears. Tell Dean, dry your tears. He can come stay here for as long as he wants. We'll figure it out. Bring the dog. We're dog lovers up in here. If it's a cat, maybe not a different story now. Cat may have to stay in a cage. Ooh, I don't like cat. I can admire cats, but I don't like cats. Didn't Jesus say to take in the brokenhearted, the stranger, the immigrant? Didn't Jesus say that? Oh, I have something to read for one. I think Brenda sent it to me. I could find it in that text. Oh my God. Somebody made the Trump Bible and it did a whole scripture. Betsy would enjoy that. Betsy would enjoy it because it's the reverse of everything the scripture say. So if you know the scripture, you gonna know it's the reverse. Anyways, when Dean came on Tuesday night, we didn't know how long Dean was gonna stay, but we were ready for the long haul. That same day, when Dean went to rent our storage, Kathy, I receive all the blessings for real though. Send the blessings over here, girl, because God need to move in my situation, God didn't move for Job until Job reached out and prayed for his friends, So, Dean said, the place that I lived with that one boyfriend before I moved with the friend, I moved back to grandma. It was a lovely home to rent a room in. But I didn't stay in touch with the landlady because I wasn't the one on the lease. It was the boyfriend. That's how Jada met Dean, because the boyfriend Dean had at the time went to high school with Jada, and Jada was friends with the guy. But after they broke up, Jada picked Dean and ended the friendship with the other dude. No vengeance, no animosity. Just I prefer Dean. And I said, reach out to the lady. Because I'm about to ask you what your dreams are, because when I pray, I'm going to laser focus my prayers, right? I said, reach out to the lady. Ali could say, all the rooms are booked, right? It's a house with 4 or 5 bedrooms. They rent out the room to people. And so he wasn't going to do it out of fear. Joshua was with him in the U-Haul truck when they were looking for storage to put away everything, because they have to get out at the end of that day. And Dean wanted to help with the cousin. And the cousin's like, nope, no key for you. No key for you, right? So Dean texts the lady. Joshua convinced and texts the lady. The lady texts her right back, and the lady said the old room that you used to stay in is still available. Well, it's available now because somebody had moved in there for the 2 years or whatever. And if you want it, you can have it. When do you want to move in? And Dean tell her, can I move in tonight? Because he was already here. And she says, Saturday is better for me because I got to clean up some stuff in there. Dina and Joshua are gonna see the room and everything. It looks good. The lady said the dog welcome because I know the dog for a year. You lived here with the dog and you got on trained well. And come. So I asked Dean, I say, what else is your dream? I asked him this morning because, he don't ask us for no food. We never felt the obligation that because we didn't make breakfast, we have to make breakfast for Dean. No, this won't be an issue. No. The first day he came in, I think I had cereal, so I didn't make no breakfast. The next day we did fried jack, so we offered him breakfast. Today, Jodo Johnny Cake, we offer him breakfast. Yesterday we do hot wings, we offer him dinner. So it's like that. He's not been a burden at all. Every morning he wake up and he's like, sorry that the dog barked this morning. I didn't get up in time to put her. I'm like, boy, please don't apologize for no dog. So keep an eye on this Plumpy. I hate to be so guarded when new people come in because I guess we want the channel to grow. But most of these people are trolls. And we don't have no affinity for trolls. I got cussed out in somebody's chat last night because they thought I was a troll, but it's not because of something I said. It was because of the name of my channel. I'll tell you guys that story in a little while. So, anywho, the same money where Dean gave to the family member for the rent, he had to go back and get and pay the lady. And I asked Dean, I said, are you going to be happy there? Because you're renting a room and you have to share a bathroom and then the dog. And he says, I was happy when I was there and I give myself 2 years to be there so I could save to buy my own house. I have no doubt he'll do it. Dean is getting a whole master's, just like my son. My 2 Leo sons. Dean is like a son to us. Plumpy, you're just looking around. Okay, we'll welcome you at first, but we're very guarded over here because we don't deal with trolls too well over here. We won't even cuss you out. We'll just block you. But thanks for coming in. Maybe it's a place that you want to stay and visit. And we're not always off camera. I'm just off camera today because I had too much on my heart and I don't have time to go get dressed. The dogs are getting along. Dean's dog is very well trained. Cora is trained also. Jory trained Cora to a degree, but Cora is trained as a guard dog. So like when we're walking in the street, Cora will make no eye contact with people in the street, right? But when we pass people, we will hold her right next to us, like the leash is, our hand is on her neck. Why? Because people are stupid. They will walk up to a dog and want to pet it. You don't know if the dog is friendly or what the dog is trained for. Like when the people have their service dog, you don't touch them people's service dog. They're trained for them. So I don't do that. I don't walk up and touch people's dog. People would have to tell me the dog is friendly and I don't need to touch it neither. I could say hi from a distance. No. So Dean brought in Gaia and had her on a leash. We put Cora on a leash and we had them talk some smack. And we told them that's enough. Smell each other. Girl, growl, growl, growl. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. And then after that, it got to the point where both of them could be off the leash and they still kind of growled, kind of circled each other, sized each other up. And then Cora had enough of that and said, I'm going back outside. She went back outside. The wind was blowing this whole time. When the wind blows outside, Cora don't want to be in here. So that helped a lot that Cora was outside for much of it. And Gaia loved to be inside. When Gaia went outside, when she wanted to be outside, they didn't fight. She sized up Cora. Cora sized up her. And they went to their different parts of the yard. Cora is 11 years old. Gaia is 3 years old. Right? What amazed us is that when Gaia was outside and she barked, she sounded just like Wednesday, the dog that we just lost in July. We were all shocked. Everybody turned on. We all heard it. It's not just like one of us heard it and maybe that's what we needed to hear. We all heard it. And then when she sat on her bottom at the door and she took her one paw and she banged on the door to come in, and Dean was shocked. Dean said, did she just knock on the door with her paw? And I said, Wednesday used to do that. I said, that Wednesday is inhabiting this dog over here. So they got along fine. They got along fine. Gaia's a little bit hyper. So she stayed in Jada's room for the most part, and then we'd let her roam the house when Cora wasn't inside. And she would size up the house like, okay, this is the door, this is who I need to bark at. And she, and then she'd go outside and she'd go mess with Joe. But she liked Joe, but every time Joe would put on his hat to leave, she would try to nip at him. And Dean says, I don't know what it is about hats, but she does not like men in hats. Women can wear hats, but not the men. I don't know what the problem is. But Dean took her to daycare yesterday because he has to do the big move today. He went to go pick up the Jada's two other friends to come with him and Josh to go to the storage, to go to the cousin house to get the bed, pick up everything, one big sweep, and then go to the room and unload everything and at least set up his bed, help him set up his bed. I told him if that doesn't happen, right? Are you too tired? Come back and sleep here again tonight. Jada's not here. Jada's in Seattle. You know what I mean? Come back and sleep here tonight. Shower here tonight. Do what you need to do. Sort through your clothes. Come back and wash all your clothes that you need to wash. Now come and do a load. Do whatever loads you need to do. I said, we want this transition for you to be easy. Because you have to go back to work on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if they get the day off Monday. But that's why I really haven't put out any cooking video. We're trying to get used to what was going on. And, there's always things going on behind here at the Bear Pantry Show that I can't share much of it. I have a membership right here, Kathy. I don't know if you could see it when you're on the computer. Let me go on the phone. I can't remember if it's the phone or the computer. And honestly, the membership is $1 and one is $1.99, and YouTube will take 30% of it and I get 70%. But they're pushing me hard to have some members join. They're giving gifts and stuff if you have members join. And the gift is stupid anyways. It's a stupid t-shirt. I don't give a shit. A hoodie or something. I don't care. But I made the membership because by me being in the membership program, I have a YouTube partner manager, and that's my goal. I wanted to have a partner manager, right? Let me go to the thing. Okay, I don't see join underneath the video when I'm on the phone. You should be able to see the word join when you're on the computer. And I think even when I'm not live, you can still see join. And you can join, and if you only want to do 1 month, Kathy, just notice the date that they're going to bill you again. And you just go into your payment method for YouTube when you go under your profile picture and stuff. It'll show you stuff that you've bought or stuff that you can buy or whatever. And you could go in and just turn it off. And you could not do the membership till the next month again. I do that with the people I join their membership because I want to support them. And I'll do maybe 2 months in a row. And then I realize, shit, I need to buy bread or I need to buy shit to make bread. And I'll go turn it off and not do a third month and then go back and do a fourth. And I do it. And I tell them, don't be angry at me when you see me turn it off. It's nothing that you did. It's just that I need my money. You know what I mean? Yeah, when you see it on the computer, if you want to join, the membership at the cooking page is higher. I've got like a $4.99 level. I think, and I think I have a $2.99 level. I'm not sure, but I'm tempted to make a 99 cents level and tell the people it's just for support. I can't give you shit but badges and stickers for $1. It's just support the show. I don't make money at YouTube. I literally make about $350 a month between two channels. I have to do Facebook. I have to do Amazon. I have to sell my books. I have to sell Pot Bun Dry Mix. I have to sell Fruit Bowl. I got to sell all types of shit to make ends meet just for doing this career. But it's something that I love doing. They say if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That is so true to a degree. But if it's not making you money, it's something you might have to put down. And I constantly ask God, is this my calling? Because I'm so good at it. And I wasn't good at it to start. I was okay at it. When I was making videos in the beginning, I was mediocre at it. But I went to school for this kind of stuff and I just didn't use it. I just became a stay-at-home mom. And I poured myself into my children. And I will never regret doing that. Because now that we're grown, our children are pouring themselves into us. They realize what great parents they have. Even if we have personality differences, they realize Joshua at 35 constantly tells us, Mommy, I know I have the privilege of living here because you guys could sell on a house and be rich. I sell this house right now, I could have $300,000 profit. Buy one mobile home somewhere on a piece of land where it's bought and paid for and live high on the hog. I'm 58 and Joe's 67. What the hell we need this stress for? But we want to leave our kids with some type of legacy, right? And they understand, so they pour back into us. My son Jory is married with a whole wife and a stepdaughter for the last 2 years. And they're on a vacation in Florida. They're coming back today, and he stay in touch every day. And he don't have to, because me no want for his wife feel like, oh, he na mama's boy or whatever. He don't have to. But he says they're sleeping in the hotel. They don't get up till noon, and I'm up early. He's an early bird, and I'm down here by the blah blah blah, and I just call to check in. Probably bored, right? Till they get up and get stuff done. So now they're on the plane coming back home. Safe flight to my babies. They're all my babies. Esther's my daughter-in-law, but she's like a daughter. Mabel's my one granddaughter. I might not have grandkids, guys. Joshua wants kids, but he has no partner, right? Jada not ready for no damn kids. And Jory said he not got none. They already have Mabel. So Mabel's my one granddaughter. My God. Dean says, when I met Jada, God knew. He said it. And Dean is not a religious person. He says, but when I met Jada 2 years ago, God put her in place for this time, for such a time like this, that I did not have to be homeless in my car, hungry and cold. You know? Dean is back. They're back with them. They're going to load the truck now. The guys are here. It's all guys today. Joe's over there playing Joe's playing a song loud from his computer. Sometimes Joe doesn't realize that the headphone lost the Bluetooth connection or something and the shit's playing loud. I wonder if can I drop it? I don't see it on my end. Maybe I have to go into YouTube. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. I don't know if Bessie's still in here. Bessie, you still in here? Hold on, let me go to YouTube, guys. I went to the wrong spot. Hold on. I have to go to my channel. And then I got to go to the video that's live. No, I'm in my other channel. Hold on. I'm in the Bear Pantry Show. Oh, let me tell you how I got cussed out last night in somebody's chat. So there's this psychic medium, or maybe he's not psychic, medium or something. I don't remember, that I found the night before, and he did a video that really kind of kept my anxiety. Okay, I see the join button, but when I click on it, how the hell do I get that? Girl, I see the join button, but it's not giving me a link. Maybe Bessie can figure it out. Okay, I'm back with you guys. Bessie, figure it out, Bessie. If you come back to the page on your computer or I think maybe even like your tablet, if you have a tablet, you should be able to see the join thing. So I watched two of the guys' video the night before, and voila, yesterday the guy was live. I'm like, wait, he's live. I liked him last night. I found this page last night, right? So I jumped in the live and I said, hey, I'm a new subscriber as of last night, and I'm so glad I caught one of your lives. You know how I feel when I do a live and you guys don't talk? It feels bad, right? You feel like you're talking to the wall. So I wanted him to know somebody else was in his chat, and he saw it like within a minute, and I guess he had been trolled really, really hard, maybe nights of being trolled, because he looks like he's very sensitive. And he said, what the F? You know you've done something wrong when you see a bare panty is going to come up in your damn chat. And so I said, hey, it's not panty, and I put it in capitals. I said, it's pantry, and I put it in capitals, and I spaced it out. So he could see, and he saw it after a minute, and he goes, oh, pantry. And he goes, I'm sorry, I saw something different. And then he said, I still don't trust you. I think you're a troll. Get the F off of my page. And I got hot. And I said, wait a effing minute. I'm over here telling you I'm not a goddamn troll. You see a whole check mark behind my goddamn name. I never use my check mark as a flex because you know it took me 10 years and 9 months to get that damn check mark. So how is that even a flex? Maybe if I'm gonna get it in at 3 months, I would have show off, right? No, I've never been a show off person. I've never been a show off person because every time I get a blessing, I always feel like I can lose it. And if I show off, God might take it away. So I've never been a show off person. So I said, I'm not going nowhere. As I've already explained myself to you, I'm a whole content creator with a check mark behind my name, and I do a cooking channel for 13 years. You better figure it out. And he stopped, and he's all like, oh my God, I apologize. I've been trolled so hard that I can't even think straight, blah, blah, blah. So he asked me to email him, and I did. I don't know what he wants from me, but I did email him. Mountain and level mobile phone. Okay, why is Tracy sending me this? Let me ask her if she's buying that. Shit, she played an audio message. I'm on live, so I can't play the message. Let me ask her, are you buying that? Okay. So this live has been about lifting you guys up because I'm so grateful that you guys have lifted me up. I honestly feel optimistic that all is not lost. If Trump's people had voted for him above Kamala's people, I would have still been hurt, still been sad, still been brokenhearted because we know what a Trump presidency is about because we've had it before and it was torture for 4 years. And I can't bear to go through that kind of torture again for 4 more years. I know I'm not leaving America. Oh, 18. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Yeah, so I can't tell you that I would have had any less emotions. I would have still had the same emotions, and maybe I would have been even more broken because I would have said, God damn, God, so many hateful people live in America. I thought we were changing the tide. I thought it was going to be about love, right? But once my sister tell me they cheated and I came to terms with the fact that they cheated and I started to go into everybody's channel, especially the light workers, God bless the light workers because they're the ones that started to show the cheating. And I know that it's not just them. Those other people that report the news, they know something, but they don't want to say nothing for Trump to get wind of it. Trump is living high right now. Look at me. I get away with it. I get away, bitch. Even if you don't believe in God, there's karma. There's karma. I walked yesterday, Kathy. I felt so much better after walking. I might walk again today too. Maybe I'll walk down to the Walmart. No, I can't walk there. I have to buy stuff to wash the clothes and that shit heavy. I can't walk there. Yeah. So I'm very motivated. Thanks for coming in, Kathy, darling. Thanks for being so faithful. Hi, Brenda, baby. Me and Brenda don't talk this morning, so Brenda don't miss nothing. Yes. So it's like, me no mess with karma, you know. That's why I try not to do evil to people because I know how I stand God and bring that evil right back to me. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-mm. And you know the part of the Bible where say, the sins from the parents fall upon the kids. God wasn't talking to us, you know. If you're not Jewish, God wasn't talking to us. If you're Jewish, they were talking to the Jews. That's who he was talking to. Not to us, not to the Protestants. No evil way I don't want to fall upon my kids. And I try not to do no kind of evil. I really live my life uplifted. I know perfect. I know holier than thou. I cuss bad words because it feels good. It tastes good. It smells good. It heals me from anxiety. I don't have to take anxiety medication. And that's not to knock nobody. We have to take anxiety medication because if the doctor tell you take it and it help, take it. Take it, take it, take it. Me personally, I don't want any drugs in my body. So I feel like the cussing cures anxiety. And if you want doubt me, Then why when you stub your toe up on the foot of the bed, you holler, F this, F that, F mommy, daddy, F. Don't lie. Don't lie and say you don't. Even a person that don't cuss, they want to say cotton picking. That's the preacher then cussing the cotton picking. Any preacher will say cotton picking, I get in the side eye because that got to do with slavery. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The preacher then got their own cuss word. Make up their own cuss word. Okay. Mm-hmm. I love to curse, but I know when and where not to curse. I know how to turn it on and off. So if you guys feel moved to, and I'm never going to force you to do anything, because in at this page, I want all of us to follow our own intuition. Your intuition is your discernment from God, to use a Christian term rather than say intuition. I'm going to ask you if you feel moved to write to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. You go to Google and you say how to write the President of the United States, and the page will come up. They'll have you fill out your name. They want you to pick a topic, but that part was hard for me to pick, so I just picked some crap that they had there. They want you to put your full-fledged address. They'll find you. They'll find you. They have a box where you could put 2,000 characters. That's at least 1,000 words and space. Uh-huh. And you write to them. At first, thank him. You always want to start at first for thanking him. Thank him and thank her for what they've done. And then ask them, I implore you to investigate this. If you are already investigating it, thank you. We stand with you. Please don't forsake us and let us lose our democracy, because I don't want nobody can tell me we could try again in 2 years and get a house and get this. F you, we can't tell me that, because guess what? They cheated. They cheated. They cheated electronically. They cheated at the counting. They cheated at the voting with the bomb scare. They cheated in every way they could possibly cheat. This is not just me having sour grapes, guys, because I told you when my sister called me and told me they didn't cheat, I told her, no, I don't want to be like those people. If America really have that many hateful people that wanted to vote for this man, then let them go to the dogs. My sister said, listen to me. Listen to me. Everything in my intuition tells me they cheated. When you ever say a Republican ever win the popular vote? 13 million? When they come to Trump and they said, this is how I imagine the conversation gone. Donald, sit down, change your diaper, sit down, sit down, sit down. We got this. You don't even have to campaign anymore. You could go out there and say what you want to say. Then you eat the dog, then you eat the cat. Puerto Rico, that garbage. He never said that out of his mouth, but for his surrogate said that, right? This, that, the other. Kamala that this, Kamala that the C word, Kamala dumb, Kamala this, Kamala that. You could say whatever you want to say because this is cooked. It's cooked already. And he said, what we not do, what we not do? I'm going to get the electoral college. I want all the swing states, okay? When you say anybody win all the, I didn't think Obama win all the swing states, right? And then he said, wait. I want more than that. They have to like me. I got to prove to them that they love me. I the president when they love, I want to protect the women's. Give me the popular vote too. How much Biden get? How much Obama get? I want more than that. I want 13 million. I could hear the conversation. I could hear it. I guess I'm an empath too because I'm in the room with them. Victor Orban gone to Mar-a-Lago. Bibi gone there. Look ya, man. Any MAGA will come in here and think different on that friggin' asshole. You guys are dumb. If you don't want MAGA and you to figure it out, then you're not dumb. If you want to come out of the cult, we will welcome you over here in this safe space. But if you're a MAGA and you still to drink the goddamn Kool-Aid, like when they say about Jim Jones, you want to get, I shut my effing mouth. You want to get where the people get over there, where Joe like say, you want to get where the duck get. I'm telling you, tariffs is not China go pay the tariffs, you know. It's not Amazon go pay the tariff. It's you. You go pay the tariff. Me not to buy nothing else. I ain't buying shit. We never have Christmas in here. The hell? No. You guys could stay there and play dumb. And you know what? I was gonna put up my small Christmas tree when Kamala won, and then I got broken hearted. I said I'm to put up none, the small nor the big. But the minute Dean moved everything out of my living room, I want to tell Joshua take down my Christmas tree. And me, I drink my kombucha tonight that are my liquor. And I'm gonna put up my Christmas tree today because I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna enjoy the holiday because this is not over. Like the title said, why is it so quiet? Why for we side so quiet? Let me ask that first. Why is our side so quiet? Well, because people that are not using their higher vibration are broken. They're broken-hearted. They're anxious. They're forsaken. They're scared. And they don't know what happened. They got blindsided. But people like us that pray, that we walk with energy and light and kindness, we have for we brain cells that think, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Nah, this not right. What the hell? This not right. What the we do that in our everyday life, right? It's like this don't feel right. Why would you do this? Let's not do this, right? My sister teach me a long time ago. If you're even trying to do something as simple as upload a short or a video and you try 3 times back to back and it didn't work, do not upload it. It probably was something in there that you missed. Everything for her is 3 times. Hi, Von D. How you doing? If you're not a troll, welcome. If you're a troll, you will get blocked immediately. We just always give the warning. This is a safe space for non-MAGA. And I come from Belize and the word MAGA means emaciated. It's not a good word. I wouldn't call myself that even if I wanted to belong to that group. MAGA means you're anorexically thin. If I say them MAGA dog when you eat and you see their ribs and they can't walk, that's what MAGA means, okay? In Belize. So we don't mince words over here. If we grow, we okay. If we don't grow, we okay. We just have a group going on where we are talking things through. Then don't know everything on the truck. Damn, I guess they didn't have a lot here. So why is it quiet on the other side? We already answered why is it quiet on our side. Plus, the authorities, the higher uppers, we believe, is doing their due diligence to investigate to see if there's any election fraud. We know they're going to find it. I don't even worry anymore if they're going to find it on time. They're going to find it. They know that democracy on the line. When you see all these blue state governors, and I live in a blue state, thank you, Jesus, is doing everything to protect their citizens from who's going to go take office, the fuck? What? When you see the whole leader of the armed forces is having emergency meetings as to what to do about him, what? You know there was 3 tries, right? One that almost worked, one that was thwarted, and another one that was thwarted. Like my sister say, it's only 3 tries. We talk whatever we want to talk over here, Vondi. My channel started as a review channel. It worked for a while, then it didn't work. I went into health issues. It worked for a while, then it didn't work. Then we started to talk current events that was not necessarily political. That didn't work. But now after the elections on Tuesday, we are talking politics, and we might get off the topic now and again and talk God and get off the topic and talk something current events and talk something that's going on in our lives. So it's just a common meeting place. Like if we just met up for lunch, if you don't share our political beliefs, you won't be happy here because we're not going to like be kind. If you share our political beliefs, you're welcome. This is not about First Amendment rights or nothing. We don't care. We don't care if the channel grow. We don't care if it dies. We just gonna have a place to come to. And I'm always on camera. I'm off camera today because I wanted to do this live to work around things that's going on in my home. But, I'll come on camera. I know, Hamerna. I would not want to live in a red state right now. Me being a woman and living are you crazy? Are you crazy? Sorry fi Magadag. Magadag ton wrong bite yo. Belizeans will know that song, right? No, we just say it plain as day. We don't have any kind of sympathy for MAGA Trump supporters. We're hoping the educated ones will see the light sooner than later. The dumb ones, we don't have any hope for them. They can just go drink the Kool-Aid, go to Guyana with Jim Jones. We don't care. We are a loving group over here, but the minute we stop liking you, we have no sympathy or no empathy. We would throw you out the cage right away. We throw you out the cage right away. So the other side is quiet. We talked about why our side is quiet. Brenda, send it to me when you're done. The other side is quiet because the educated MAGA Trump supporters are wondering, was this election stolen? Because even though we wanted him to win and he's our cult leader, we really admire the fact that in America we have secure elections. We don't like the elections that they have in Russia where they poison the opponent, put him in prison and kill him in there. And then Putin just win, 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 win. We don't like that kind of elections. Yes, we wanted him, but this is not sitting right with us. They told it to Cash Peters, right? He has friends that are MAGA. So the educated MAGA supporters are worried. They're the ones that say, I like him because of his policies. He protects my money. They're not even 1,000-year, let alone a millionaire, but they want for their money protected, right? Then there are the Christians one, effing Christians, and I'm a Christian, but I'm not evangelical. The cult ones. And they'll say, oh, he's going to protect babies. While at the same time, they're lusting after the pastor, right? Those people wanted him to cheat. They don't care if he cheat. I'm just going to say, the Christians wanted him to cheat. Yeah, Dean moving out today, girl. Dean's so happy. They already came and loaded up the truck from the garage, and they went to the cousin go pick up his bed and his clothes, and then they're going to the storage, and then they go into the room and unload everything and try to help him set up some stuff, you know? Chris Mo, thank you for coming in. I have 2 videos that I went live on already where we're like working things through in our brain to show what we believe. And we're using our intuition over here, or God-given intuition, to try to figure out what happened. And I promise you this election was stolen. I have no more doubt. When my sister first called me and told me this election was stolen, I didn't want to be like the MAGA Trump supporters and be sour grapes, even though it didn't go my way. And I know that we're in for 4 years of hell if he gets inaugurated, right? I didn't want to be like that because I'm not a hypocrite. You don't know me, because you seem like you're new to my channel, right? So I didn't want to be that type of way. But after I sat and thought about it, this election was stolen by Putin, Elon Musk, and I don't like to say that man's name over here, so I call him Leon Musty, but I'm saying it because you're new. Viktor Orban from Hungary, Bibi Netanyahu, that evil devil, and Trump. Trump didn't have anything to do with the planning of it because he's dumb, right? You have to at least admit that he's dumb. But the next 4, they know how to do it because they keep winning election after election after election after election because they know how to rig the machines. There are stories in different states, the swing states, where the machine miraculously broke or conveniently broke, and they have to dial up to Starlink, which is owned by Musk. Musk is the president right now. Biden is the president, I know, but because Trump got president-elect, it's Musk. Why is he over there with Trump talking to Zelensky about Ukraine? They want to make him a deal. You're never going to join NATO, but we're going to give you this much if you sign this contract right now. They shouldn't even be doing that. You can only have one president at a time. And you might say, oh, Biden weak and feeble. And don't count Biden out. Biden has been in politics for 15 years. Give the man room to breathe. He's doing what he needs to do to save democracy. Write him a letter. Be careful what you write to the White House because they save those things in the archives. You write some shit up in there, they're going to come look for you. Write Kamala a letter. Write your state people a letter, an email, all emails. telling them that you implore them to do it. We're doing it to let them know that we know, but they already know. Jamie Raskin is on the case. I could bet you that. Mark Elias is on the case. He's an attorney that was looking into election fraud. When Trump said a couple days before when they were doing early voting, when you say Republican ever want early voting, Republican never ever. Chris, I'm glad you bring up Merrick Garland. I think he's a decent human being, but he made for a shitty attorney general. Obama needed to have had him on the bench when Mitch McConnell blocked him, because that man is too effing slow. Not slow like dumb, but slow to act. Well, maybe Elon Musk, I'm sending you a strongly worded letter. Don't mess with our elections. Well, he did. And what are you doing, Step down. Merrick Garland, step down. Put in, what's his name? Glenn Kirshner. Put in Glenn Kirshner as Attorney General for the next 60 days, 65 days, or whatever is left. Step down, Merrick Garland. You've been a disappointment. Yeah, the bomb threats, that's a Putin thing. Well, and what they did a little bit of everything, Chris. They did the bomb threats to try to let people not vote, right? To cut the time. They pushed the early voting, which they never want to do, because that's how they're going to F up the early voting, right? They switched in the machine. They switched. If you voted for Harris, they switched you to Trump. And you know how I know that's what was going on? Because Trump said it. Trump said, there's massive fraud going on right now. People are voting for Trump and it's getting switched to Harris. And I said, this man always tell on himself. You remember when Elon Musk, that's a part of my title. You remember when Elon Musk was wearing the black hat? Everybody want to know why he didn't wear this black hat when everybody else to wear a red MAGA hat. It's because black hat is, the meaning of it is somebody who hacks into the computer for nefarious reasons. Hi, Michelle. Thank you, Vondi. She had 3 months, but even if it was Biden who had all the time to campaign, this would have still happened. This would have still happened because they started to plan this out 4 years ago when they thought we stole their elections. We didn't steal their elections. They had 181 cases in court to prove election fraud. And you know what? I wanted them to prove election fraud because I don't want to have fraudulent election. I live in this country for a reason. I choose to live here. I wasn't born here. And I like America because I say, okay, the elections are fair. You know, the other side win, the next side win, just like that, right? They didn't find one election fraud out of 181 cases. Only thing they found was 3 votes that didn't get count for Biden, not for Trump. And if they had found election fraud, I would have want them to rectify it. I believe in being fair. Even though I hate this man, I believe in being fair. So we can't even blame Kamala. We can't blame Joe like, oh, you stepped down too late. No, they had it rigged from the get-go. Trump said, well, I don't even need your votes. Trump get out there and start to dance to the Ave Maria. He didn't even know what the hell is Ave Maria. Shit his diaper, dance to the Ave Maria, tell off his people then walk out. You see at his rallies, everybody walking out. What happened to all these women that was going to vote for Kamala? What happened to all these black men for Kamala, white men for Kamala, white women for Kamala, old people for Kamala? What happened to all these people? And all these votes, 20 million more people registered to vote, and 20 million votes are missing because he only get 13 million. Kamala gets, what the hell? The math is not mathing. It came in too quickly. I went to bed because I didn't want to see it because I'm like, what the fuck? Even when Obama won, it didn't come in quickly like that. It was blue for 10 minutes and it was a blood red. I'm like, no. At first I thought, oh my God, America have this much hateful people still? But when my sister called me and tell me no, her intuition tell her then I said, wait a minute, let's get up. That's why we've been coming live all week. Why this thing got so dark? They cheated, but let me tell you something. Let's laugh a little bit before we say goodbye. Because this computer to run hot. I don't know why this damn laptop always run hot when I'm live. Let's say this really quickly. God is on the throne. For the people who, if you don't believe in God, if you've come to this channel and you don't believe in God, please don't be offended and go away because I talk about God every so often. because I really and truly leave room for anything that you believe in. And I want you to know that this is a safe space. It's not going to get crammed down your throat. The only people that are not welcome here are MAGA Trump supporters. Unless they are trying to get out of the cult and they're trying to understand what went wrong, you're welcome. Other than that, that's the housekeeping things, right? If they had, hi, Miss Lucky Baby. If they, by the way, when I go to any of my channels, guys, I can't see none of your names in the part where you have the what do you call it, the moderators, all my mods. I can't see none of your names in this channel or the cooking channel. I don't know what's happening in YouTube, why that's glitching. I have no moderators as far as I know. So I'm glad that your wrenches are working. And if at any time you ever come into the room and see that your wrench is not working, please alert me right away. You know who you are. You know who my mods are. If it's not working, alert me right away that I can click your name while we're in the live to turn it back on, because I won't be able to do it after the live is done, okay? So if they had known how to really cheat, if Trump never gets so cocky, if Trump wasn't a narcissist, right, and wanted the popular vote to be 13 million, whatever, let's say they left the popular vote alone and they won some of the swing states and they won Arizona by a hair and they won Georgia by a hair, right? The only thing they didn't do was try to win California or New York, the two bluest states, right? Because they know, he probably told them, I want to win California too. And they go, no, 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 no. They want no, they want no, they want no, don't do it. So, and for the newcomers, I'm from Belize, so sometimes I go into my language, all right? So, right, Bessie, the Democrats ran a good, clean campaign. So they cheated so big because of Trump's narcissism. They cheated bigly. They won all the swing states, Arizona, Georgia, Florida. Jesus, is there nothing they didn't win? The House, well, they didn't get the House yet. Make we retract that. The Senate, goddamn, the popular vote. I'm like, what the F? Have you ever seen an election go so smooth? When I wrote to Biden, I said, do you not wonder how the person who said we didn't need to vote and he has the votes already ended up with the votes? But I feel like Biden on the case. A lot of the card readers have shown where inauguration is going to be Kamala, but it's not going to be January. It's going to be, some say February, some say April. Thank you, Supreme Court, for giving immunity, because now Joe Biden could sit on a throne. Now we just have to send him positive vibes that he have the ganas. He has the vagina to stay on the throne. I don't say balls. You know why? Because that's the weakest part of a man's body. You kick that and it's over. No, the other part for a woman, Joan Rivers used to say this. No, that's strong. That has to give birth and all type of stuff, right? So let's hope Joe Biden has the vagina to stay in office. I'm sorry I got rude at the end. Oh, look at this, Bessie. Harris not only had a lead in Iowa, she had a 6-point lead in Georgia. All the statisticians says you can never make up that kind of lead, especially with the early, that was with the early vote. I'm like, they think we stupid. Mommy would say they think we got ringing for we knows, because Belizeans are very freaking prejudiced and racist too. And they feel like anybody that put ring in their nose is dumb. Why? Because only pig put ring in their nose. Oh, we're gonna get ratchet over here. We're gonna get flagged over here. Bundy, I'm glad you stayed. I hope you were having fun. And Chris, come back here. Like, right, Chris, for real. How they win everything? They never win the House yet, though. They're still counting the House. And they have like 12 seats to fill. California has 19 races still counting. And I think there's a total of 24 races to some shit like that. They don't win the House yet. And they're not going to win it because, and I was excited this morning when I woke up and I say, Holy Ghost, when they find out the fraud, are people going to have to go back over and vote? And the Holy Ghost said, no. Just like with sports, whenever the other athlete or the other team cheats, the default goes to the other team. So Trump, get ready for your bracelets, Bali. Get ready for your bracelets, because there are people not sleep at the wheel. He like call Joe Sleepy Joe, because the hint is sleep, right? Joe not asleep. Send Joe some positive vibes or write him an email. Be careful where you write them people. I'm telling you, you know what? The Secret Service gonna do. Don't use words like I'm so hurt of what they did. No, 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 no. They're words that put up red flags. Dear President Biden, if you want to thank him for what he did, if you don't have nothing to thank him for, move the hell on. But I always start by thanking people first when I'm writing them a letter for something I want for them to do. Thank you for what you've done to save our democracy thus far. Thank you for saving me from the pandemic. Me. And I said we, me. You saved me from the pandemic. I know the price of food is high right now and a lot of people are upset, but I know you were working on it. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for stepping down when they forced you to step down. And thank you for putting in Kamala Harris. We feel like she ran a brilliant campaign, and we know in our hearts that this election was hijacked and it's fraud and it's stolen. And we're not trying to be like them. But could you please open an investigation before you leave, because you are a last stop before democracy dies. Because if they get away with this and it's not shown bigly to the public, because when they come out with the report, when the Dems come out with the report, they're going to need that dratted Liz Cheney and not trust that woman at all. When they come out with the report to say there was widespread election fraud, right? Not anomalies, but fraud. All shit go broke loose. Uno go buy food. Go buy food. Go buy toilet paper. Uno gonna need it, right? All shit go break out. Because the crazy MAGAs are going to say we're trying to steal the election. So they're going to have to bring concrete. And you know what? I want them to bring concrete evidence. I don't want them to bring maybe this, maybe that. So that's what they're working on. Kamala Harris was a district attorney and then an attorney general. You think she'd asleep at the wheel? And they steal this from she? She got more to lose than the rest of we. You know what I mean? Not maybe, Bessie. It's going to be the same thing. Because you know George Bush gone to war. He's a goddamn war criminal. He gone to war because Saddam threatened for him daddy. Then they talk about weapons of mass destruction, WMDs. Never existed. Left them people alone in their country. America know how to go cut off the head of everybody else enough for their country, but can't do their own over here. You see the parliament in England, how they cost Trump and call all kind of name. Way to go, England. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna survive on the. We know how to cook. Once you know how to cook, you could sell food. I have my whole permits from the county to sell food. The hell? People always got money to buy food. Even the homeless. Look here. Let me tell you something. The homeless people on the trail, they ask me if I sell food because I go carry food to a Belizean homeless boy out there. I can't bring him into my home. Come in and know him like that. But I will go feed him. You guys don't know that because me not videotape that. Why videotape that and show this guy at his worst? And when I go there, the homeless ask me if I sell food because they have money to buy food because people give them money. Me could sell food, child. I could sell food. We've been surviving. We've been surviving. The hell? Thank you, Bessie. Thank you for that. Oh, Bessie, let me read it's long, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Let me read this story because damn, I'm already here 1.5 hours. I run out of my hours with stream. Yeah, this damn day. Let me see who sent it to me. Brenda sent it to me. And they said, somebody wrote this up. Somebody took the time to wrote this up and they said, this is the Trump Bible, right? And I know Bessie would really appreciate it because Bessie knows the Bible true and true like I do. And it says, Myrna, you see? Mm-hmm. That's why they tried, the Iranians, when they tried to take out 45 because it killed one of their leader in a car bomb, remember? They made it come for that ass. Let me tell you something. JD Vance better wear some shoes we got some good grip because he might fall on a flight of stairs like Ivana and end up buried on a golf course. All right? Because Trump know he was installed to take his place. Trump knows he's not wanted by the powers that are pulling the strings for him. JD Vance is at risk and Trump is at risk because Trump own handlers go do the deed. Okay? Don't be stupid. Mm-hmm. You know that thing going into effect with the real ID come May 2025, you won't even be able to travel with your ID if you don't have the real ID. I don't have a real ID and it's not time for me to renew. So I know I have one. So I have to travel with my passport, even from here to other parts of the States. So it says, I'm telling you, Myrna, you laugh, but you know it's true. JD Vance put on some grip shoes. And I used to be afraid of JD Vance, but no, me not afraid of him. He's a nothing burger. He's nothing. He have a Hindi coolie ass wife is nothing. You know? He better mind because it never sat right with me that Ivana tumbled down the flight of stairs when she walked the stairs every day and she got for she big party to show off for she stairs. Brigading both she tumbled that flight of stairs like a Lifetime movie. She did on Trump Berry and Palmer Golf Course. I'm like, okay. And Jesus looked to the people and he told them to be adulterous, to hold many wives and lust after many beautiful women. For the people who are coming in late, this is supposed to be a joke. Somebody write this from the scripture. If you know the scripture, you know this is definitely the opposite of what Jesus said. Don't come for me with your assholeness, okay? And to grab them by the pussy. He said to hate your neighbor, to slander those you don't like. He said to pursue above all else power and money and fame and to worship mammon, to be proud and quick to anger and slow to listen, and always filled with hubris and outrage, to speak with a forked tongue like a brood of vipers, to mock and taunt and belittle your adversaries, to intimidate and antagonize and taunt and lie about your enemies in order to secure your victory, and to always make sure that that you and yours come first. Jesus said to close your borders and your temples and your homes, and to give no handouts, and to never be charitable. He said, if you find a foreigner in your land, kick him out, and to close the door to the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. And when you pray, to be like the hypocrites, standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. He said to be bitter when you are persecuted, and to be vindictive and spiteful and lack forgiveness. He said to hate your enemies and never ever to pray for those who persecute you. He said to judge and condemn and castigate. And he said, blessed are you when you insult people and you persecute and falsely say all kinds of evil against others in his name. For if you do these things, great is your reward in heaven. And he said, blessed are the loud and angry, for they shall inherit the earth, and cursed are the merciful, and we should never give them mercy. And naive are the pure of heart, they will never see God. And foolish are the peacemakers, for surely they have received their reward in full, because hypocrites are gonna hypocrite. You guys, even if you don't know the Bible, right? Even if you're just like vaguely familiar with Christianity, Jesus didn't say this. It's the opposite of everything that I just said, right? But this was supposed to be sarcasm because this is what Trump believes, and this is what the people who follow Trump believe. If they don't know it, they know it now because I'm going to let them know it. And Von D and Chris, you guys are new to this page. I have a father that voted for Trump and a brother that voted for Trump. My father's a narcissist like Trump. He lives in Belize. My brother is a male chauvinist. Okay? So that's why they voted for Trump. They all have something that's like him. And I don't know how my mom raised a male chauvinist. I guess because she raised him with my dad, because my other brother is not a male chauvinist and he's not a narcissist. So it is what it is. That was wild, right? Even if you don't know the Bible, you know that's wrong. I'm telling you, Bessie, I feel so good today. Bessie missed the beginning, but I started the beginning by telling you guys I heard from the Lord just as if he spoke like through Joe's voice in my bed. And he said, Jamie Raskin, Jamie Raskin. And that tells me that Jamie Raskin is at the head of this investigation and it will be uncovered. And I know that there are recordings, and I'm speaking to the heavens and to God right now to tell them to release the recordings to the prosecutors, to the investigators, so that we have concrete evidence, so that the MAGA Trump supporters can hear exactly what he thinks, which he tells them what he thinks about them, but they'll hear it on the tape. They'll hear it on the tape. There's tapes. There's tapes. And Elon Musk is not the only hacker. All right? We got hackers on our side too. So don't fall apart today. Enjoy your weekend. If you believe in Christmas, I don't believe in Christmas the way people believe in Christmas, where they're like, oh my God, it's about Jesus. Okay, Christmas started with paganism. So I like my Christmas tree. You know what I mean? I like the lights, they're beautiful. And at first, I wasn't going to put it up. I normally put up my Christmas tree around Thanksgiving time, like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving or Black Friday. But I was gonna put it the small one. If I have a small one that sits on a tabletop, that you don't have to do nothing but just open it up and plug it in, and it's lights. It's decorated with lights. I was gonna put that up after Kamala won because I did that after Joe Biden won. But and then I said I'm gonna wait. I didn't even change the calendar. I have a perpetual calendar. It's still stuck on November the 6th. I'm not gonna change it until November the 11th because that's the day we're gonna light a candle for Kamala. We're gonna pray that all the cheating. And let me say this: if they investigate and they don't find any cheating, I'm going to suck it up and deal with the next 4 years. And I'm not going to keep saying, then cheat, then cheat. I'm just going to shut my fucking mouth, right? Because I trust in the people that are in power right now that they're going to dig it up. But once they dig it up and they find cheating, MAGA better leave me the hell alone. Because I'm going to be very rude about it. I'm going to scream it from every channel that I have 200,000 people follow me at Facebook. I'm going to scream it from every page. I haven't brought this to Facebook yet because a lot of MAGA they over there. You know? I'm not a hypocrite. I believe in fair. I want fair elections. If this election go like this and Trump get in for 4 years, every election afterwards is gonna be like this. We're never people gonna stop voting completely because it's not gonna matter because the people that are in power are always gonna be in power because they're always gonna hack the system and they're always gonna cheat when you go vote. And that's what's scary to me. It needs to be revealed and it needs to be shown with documents and proof so that the people can know that we are not stealing their elections. They try to steal our election. Why you think Putin win every time? Then people go vote. Those Russians go vote. Those Hungarians go vote. Those Israelis go vote. Why do you think those people are still in power? And by the way, I saw a card reader or a psychic or somebody say that Elon Musk is sick in his body and whatever he has, it's not curable. I don't know if it's some form of cancer or something else. And that even the money that he has will not benefit him. And the only thing I could think of that could be so horrid would be MS to the 10th degree. Because he would be crippled in his own body and in his own mind. And he would sit there in a wheelchair like a lump of shit. I'm not speaking a curse over him. I'm just saying that that's the worst freaking thing that I think I could ever come on me. You know what I mean? No, I'm not in that mode yet, though, Bessie. I'm not in the no matter what, we'll roll with it. That's in the back of the brain, but in the front of the brain is I'm praying to God for him to remember when I was telling Joe about Jamie Raskin that I heard a voice tell me Jamie Raskin, don't worry, Jamie Raskin. Joe came back in the room and he said, I thought about Cat Williams. And at the start of this year, he says 2024 will be the year of revelation, right? Things are going to get exposed. So the year is not done yet. We have till December the 20th. That's my wedding anniversary. I think that's a good date for them to bring out all this stuff because that's when they're going to start picking those electors. Remember, them will do the fake electors or whatever. They're going to pick the electors on the 20th. And so they need to move rapidly. And I know we get frustrated because we don't know what they're doing. We don't even know if they're investigating. We're only assuming that they are. But guys, understand this. They can't tell us that they're investigating. That's why Kamala conceded so quickly, because had she not conceded, Trump may have did scream and holler, you know what, conceded, a sore loser, I tell on them this, they steal all the time. When I win, they don't want to give me, yada, 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 yada. And when she conceded in her speech, she said something there to give us the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She blinked twice, whatever the hell she did, that let us know that she knew that they were onto something and they were going to look into this shit. Trump is unawares. He's over there living his best lie, thinking, I got this. The wife that had to plan out where and do home which roses and cut down next, which picnic and kill next, how they decimate the school board. My son is a teacher. I told my picnic, don't go into teaching. Teaching is not shit. Go into something else. Yup. And Diane, you weren't in the thing earlier. Right, Bessie. If there was no fraud, then the people went in and voted him in. But we know that didn't happen. We know that they hacked it. Elon Musk told us he was going to hack it when he wore the black hat. He showed up the giggle like an asshole and he had the black hat on, and I wondered, I asked the question, why is he wearing this black hat? Why, how come he not MAGA, he not wear the MAGA red hat, right? No, the people that come out, the TikTok investigators come out and say it's because black hat mean that's a hacker. I said, oh shit, I dumb. Oh, okay. And I said earlier, Diane, that I don't have empathy for people who are hooked on drugs or their children. And I'm not trying to be cold. I'm just trying to be honest. I personally don't know anybody who's hooked on drugs. If they're hooked on drugs and in my inner circle or in my family, maybe they don't tell me. I just don't know. I do have sympathy for those people because I can't feel the emotion that they feel to have a child that's hooked on drugs. I don't know what it feels like. So I can't empathize, but I can sympathize and I can pray for them. And a lot of them people have them picnic in the Rust Belt states, picnic hook on opioids and stuff. They must be going through it. I just don't know. No, there's other things that I could feel empathy on. People who have people with mental illness in their family and stuff like that. I know that because I have proximity to it. Because narcissism is a mental illness. My dad's a narcissist, right? Remember when they made count 2020, how long it took to count? And you know, Vondi, I really didn't want to be like that because when I woke up and saw that he won, I just like, caught my breath. I clutched my invisible pearls and I said, my God, America still has this many hateful people. I thought a bunch of them were defecting and coming over for this one time only. And if they went back to their side next time, I get it. You're a Republican. I get it, right? Right? I used to get along with Republicans. Right? We used to have hearty debates and never cuss each other out and still love each other. Right? But when they start to talk about this island where they have these friggin', what do they call the thing? The clones. I walk away. I can't talk to nobody who talk to me about no effing clone. It's like, okay, bye. So when my sister called me, I said, get up. Don't fall apart. They stole this election. I'm like, what? I said, Trace, I don't want to be like them. They're always complaining about us stealing the election. They just got enough votes, and I guess we didn't do enough. And she said, I promise you they cheat. And she started to show me every way they cheat. I said, oh my God, let me get the hell up. And that's why I switched my channel. I can't go back. I'm going to put some reviews because I do reviews for Amazon. So I'm going to upload some recorded reviews. They're short. They're 1 to 3 minutes long. I don't even make money from them because I can turn on the monetization at YouTube on it, but YouTube might play a commercial at the beginning as well as they might play one at the end, or they might not play none at all. So I don't make any money from it. I'm just uploading them because I have the video and I post them at Amazon, and then I post them here. And I know people appreciate my reviews because they're honest, because I'm never going to review something and not tell you the negatives and the positives about it, right? Because the people don't give me the item to review. And when people do give me something to review, I tell you they gave it to me. I don't lie. They gave it to me, and this is what I like, and this is the one negativity. And if the company, some companies have come back and told me, we don't want you to tell no negativity. I said, take your shit and shove it. I'm not putting the video out. You don't have no rights to my video. Bye. Here's your thing. Where do I ship it back to? And you won't pay the shipping too. Because I told you that at the start, right? And that poor guy, they get a lot of flack, Alan Lickman, they get a lot of flack because his keys failed. It didn't fail Alan Lickman. And I want to put that in his chat so bad, but my God, the MAGAs are in there flooding that chat. I said, oh, make me stay out of this. I guard my peace. The fuck? You come back, B? Yeah, so I didn't want to be like them, Vondi. I really didn't want to be like them because I'm a very fair-minded person. I'm like, if they won, right? We're gonna have to suck it up. This is what America wanted. But when I realized the steal was on and who was involved, and the Holy Ghost started to reveal things to me, I said, oh Jesus. At first I knew that it was Trump, Elon Musk, and Putin. But this morning when I woke up, there's 2 more that got added to the mix: Bibi Netanyahu and Viktor Orban. There's probably more that God's going to reveal to me as time go, but there's definitely them 5 that did it, because if you notice in their country, that's how they win elections, by cheating. Thank you for saying that, D. Maybe I should stop saying it that way then, because it's not that I don't see their pain. I do see their pain, and I do acknowledge their pain. So it's not like I'm saying, the hell with you. I don't care if you're picking up on drugs. I don't care. I don't say that. But I don't feel a visceral movement in my gut. Now, if a woman is getting beaten by her husband or her boyfriend, or even if a man's getting beaten by his man, Because I don't just see a couple as man woman, right? I see woman woman, man man, woman, to whatever. So even if it's, two women together in a relationship and one woman is beating the other woman, it doesn't work for me either. I don't believe in bullying and abuse. And you know that I come out of abuse, not me personally, but my mom. My dad abused my mom for 6 years of their marriage, 6 years of their 51-year marriage, when I was 6 years old to 12 years old. Then my mom left him. They didn't divorce. She left him and she left Belize and went to America. I say went to America, even though I live here in America, because we were in Belize. And she stayed with a friend and she worked. I don't know how long it was, because that timeline was such a bad time in my life. And I want to say it was a month. I want to say it was as much as 3 months. I don't think it was as much as a year. And I didn't have the heart to ask my mom in all the years that she stayed alive afterwards, because I didn't want to bring up the past, right? She left him and he was 30 something, like 31, 32, 33. He was 4 years older than my mom. My mom went to Florida to stay with a friend and she cleaned rich people houses with her friend. And I know, you know what? It couldn't have been too long, because my mom never violated her visa. So if she got a 6-month visa, it was probably not more than 6 months, right? My dad took in an 18-year-old girl to live in my mom's house, in our home, but we stayed with our grandma, and we hated him. We hated that girl. My cousin that was 10 years old at the time wanted to beat her ass. And then when it didn't work out, because she was young and dumb, probably took, 6 months. I don't know how long it took. He went to meet my mom, to find my mom, because he kind of figured where she would go, because my mom wasn't a whore, so she wouldn't go with no man. And he got down on bended knees and he cried tears, because that's what these narcissists know what to do. Begged her for forgiveness and said, I'll never hit you again. I'll never cheat on you again. I'll never do this. I'll never do that. And she, knowing fully well that, life was going to be hard for her to take care of 3 kids and she might have to abandon us forever in Belize with the grandparents and just send money, because if she stayed here and violate her visa, she wouldn't be able to go back and come back, right? So she moved with my dad to Sacramento, because they had family there. My mom had family there. And my dad got a job working as a painter. My dad's brilliantly smart, but you got to do what you do when you come to America. And they stayed for a few months, and then they went back home before they violated their visas. And when they went back home, we lived there for 2 years, and then they decided they're going to come back. And they got all of us visas and came back. And we've been here ever since. We'll tell the rest of the story another day. But he never hit her again after he came and begged her for forgiveness and stuff. He never physically harmed her again. But the physical harm he put her through in 6 years, when I was 6 to 12, was so scary. When my mom finally left him, and I don't want to cry, I was not going to talk about my dad. It's not really close to Jamaica, but it's in the Caribbean area. Belize is underneath Mexico. What made my mom finally leave him is not even the next punch she got in her face or the next punch she got in her breast. It's because he threatened to kill us. He threatened to unalive us. And he had guns back then in Belize. And I don't know if he was on drugs or something back. I don't know what was wrong with my dad besides the narcissism. But he was coming home in a rage. And the way the house was set up, we could look through the back window and see him coming on the back road. And we knew that we had like 3 minutes to escape. And we escaped to the neighbors. The neighbor still lives there. The house, my dad still lives in the same house. And the neighbors called the police, and my mom asked them to come in on an unmarked car, because she didn't want to alert the neighbors to what was going on. The rest of the block knew. They heard my mom scream and cry, and nobody helped her. Only one uncle would come all the time and pick us up to take us to safety, but he never fought my dad. And I remember the cop driving the car. We're in the back seat, little kids. I was 15, my sister was 8, my brother was 16. It was only 3 of us at the time. And we were puny little kids at the time, though. I didn't have on any shoes, because the one slippers that I grabbed for myself in the escape, my mom didn't have shoes, because she was getting us to safety. And the neighbor mom said, The neighbor now is a 69-year-old, 68-year-old man. So the mom is 91 right now. The neighbor mom said, Babsy, darling, you're going to have to give your mom the slippers because she's the adult and she can't walk into the police station barefooted. You're the child. You're going to walk in barefooted. And I remember a rage came in me. And I said, if she's the adult, under my breath, then why doesn't she take us out of this? And I looked to God and I said, kill him. I don't want him to live anymore. I didn't want my dad to live anymore because it's like, just get out. I'm that kind of person. Like, if you causing havoc for me, I'm going to wish death on you. The hell? The police picked us up and he said, Miss Rose, Miss McNabb, really? Really? Is that what you're saying about Mr. Mackey? He's not like that. For real? Is this what you want to say? This is the one driving us to the police station. I don't believe this. Got to the police station. They took the report. We caught a cab to my grandmother's house. My mom went into her mom's room and she cried and she said, I didn't want you to know that he was beating me for the past 6 years, but I can't bear it anymore because he threatened to kill my kids. You know what my grandmother said? I knew. You know how we always say it? I already knew. We like to say that word, nude. I already knew. Crazy Grandma is my friend Brenda Vondi. You can address her by her name too. So my grandmother said, I already knew. I was just waiting for you to come and tell me because you're the one that wanted him. We didn't want him for you because we knew he was dirt since day one because he comes from dirt. He's a bastard. He was a born bastard, right? And my mom booked a ticket. I saw her cry behind sunglasses. And she told us, kids, I'm going to go to America, but I'm going to come back, okay? I promise you I'm going to come back for you. I'm not going to leave you forever. And she didn't let us go to the airport that time, so we knew she wasn't going to come back. Why didn't you let us go to the airport to wish you goodbye? She went every year for 2 weeks to buy instruments for my dad's band, because he was a band owner. And so she left. And that was like the saddest year of my life. So when people ask me why I'm so triggered about another Trump administration, you see why it's the cruelty. My dad's 81 years old. He doesn't talk to me. I probably will never talk to him unless he comes to my door because I don't turn away people from my door. And if he comes in here with bullshit, it's going to be on and popping. Joe might have to punch out an 81-year-old man. But he's down there running little hookers. I don't think nobody he F's around with is over 24 at 81. And he's an embarrassment to me. And for any of the men in Belize that have the nerve to tell me, but that's your dad, like F you. You're a pervert like him too. You know? So that's my story. That's my story over here. I don't care who watches this video that's in the bushes. Go back, your daughter was talking about you. Because this man, my dad, had the nerve to tell me, no matter what I did to your mom, I never once laid a hand on her. I fucking lost my mind. 2019, he told me that after my mom was already dead 3 years. I said, what? After me, no stupid. I was 15 when this thing happened that I just told you guys. I know what it feels like to have to run from a narcissist. The hell? No. And I don't hate my dad, but I don't want him in my life. If you don't think well enough of your daughters and your one and only granddaughter, well, I think my younger brother has a daughter now. I don't know. I don't fucking talk to him. If you don't think high enough of us that we need to have bodily autonomy, then you need to go straight to hell. That's all I'm saying. You guys, thanks for listening to me for almost 2 hours. I probably will not come back and do a live here today. I was going to do a quick live here and then do one later on camera. But I'll probably do a live at the cooking page when I get dressed and I'm looking good. I might do a live. I might do like live making powder buns or something from the dry mix so people could buy the dry mix. We're going to pull the dry mix down off the website at the end of this year or maybe sooner. And the only way you're going to be able to buy the dry mix after this is straight by sending me cash apps. and sending me your address to to my email, and then I'll send it out. I'm not going to have it at the website. There's a reason for that, and I don't need to tell you why. Okay? Michael, I'm Belizean. Jamaican don't talk like us. Jamaicans sing songs. For where you going, Belizean would say, where pa you going? Jamaican would say, where y'all go? It's different. Bessie, I think you enjoyed them because you know it's the truth. I haven't told one lie here. For any family member that's going to go back and take news to my dad, it's the truth, and I stand on it. It's the truth. He put us through a lot, but this good part is he was smart. He still is smart. He's in his right mind, and I got a lot of my smarts from him. Everything he does to the best of his ability, good or bad, good or bad. Okay? So if he was beating my mom, he beat her to the best of his ability. Okay? We're not trying to be stupid over here. If he was training to be an athlete to enter the Olympics to represent Belize, which he did it to the best of his ability. Whatever business he ran it to the best of his ability. And he was a great provider and even a protector of us until the one time when he was going to unalive us. Jamaican, they have a way different accent. I guess because we're Belizean, we could hear the difference. The accent that throws me all the time, though, is the Guyanese accent. I feel like they sound closer to us. And I have to listen keen if I'm listening to strangers. Joe, you okay? And then I have to say, is it Belizean? Is it Guyanese? Is it Belizean? Is it Guyanese? But Jamaican to us sound way different. Trini sound way different. Where Osley country name again, Joe? Osley country. St. Vincent. St. Vincent sound kind of similar to us too to a degree, but they say that the hard R's and stuff, right? Yeah. So the new people who came in the room, if you want to come back, you're welcome to come back. If you're a MAGA Trump supporter, this is not going to be a welcome space for you. We don't have time for foolishness right now. We have to fight for our democracy, and we don't have time to mess around with fucking MAGAs. If you want to come out of the MAGA program, we're going to try to get you deprogrammed. I used to not say things at my site because I don't want to lose subscribers. What the hell? I still lose subscribers, so who cares? I don't make no money over here. I make $23 a month over here, so who cares? We're going to say what we want to say. All right? So I'll probably do a live at the cooking page later today. It's 1 o'clock. Jesus, it's 1 o'clock. It's lunchtime. No wonder I'm hungry. It's lunchtime already. I'm going to have my lunch, take a shower, get dressed, put on some makeup, put on some pretty clothes, and I might do a live event from the kitchen. I'll give the computer time to cool down, and we'll do like the pot bun dry mix and make pot bun from the dry mix to show you how easy it is. And I think maybe I'll do a thing where I'll take orders if you guys want to buy straight up pot bun. We do that from time to time, and I'll take the orders and ship it out Tuesday. So I'll have to bake them on Monday, but I'll get paid now. Ain't nobody gonna come and pay you money. No, pay me now. Tell me how much you want, and I'm gonna mail it out on Tuesday. See how that works. Okay? If you guys wanted to buy powder bun that's made from the hands of the Bear Pantry girl, this is your time. If you don't want the mix because that's too much work and you like see me do it because I have an anointing to make bread and to make, anything that has to do with dough and stuff, this is your time. And whatever I'm doing on camera is not what I'm going to be selling you because I don't like to talk over the food that I'm going to serve to people. I put on my mask, my hair net, wash my freaking hand, get under my nails because I don't like to use gloves. Sometimes I'll use gloves though. Take off my ring, my watch, everything come off. Check my apron to make sure there's no hair on the apron. And we do that stuff the right way. Moderators, thank you. I had a bunch of moderators in here today. If you guys haven't seen our stint on Let's Make a Deal, go over to the cooking page I might have it here in the community wall too. I'm not sure, but the cooking page is The Bear Pantry Show. This is Bear Pantry Talk. The other one is called The Bear Pantry Show. Go to the community wall and see the link that I put to a video, 4 minutes long, of me and my husband on Let's Make a Deal. It was a fun experience. And even though we didn't win, we still kind of win. And I can't tell you why. But if I can in the future, I will. Okay? Just know that it was a really wonderful experience. And it's something that I would do again. And something that I might actually get to do again. Okay? Bye!